निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी
निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी
पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे
पाश्चात्यदेशकारिणे
हरे कृष्णा मूकं करोति वाचालं
हरे
लंगुं
कृष्ण
पंगेते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनदारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरं हरिः ओम तत्सत्. Once again I welcome you all on behalf of ISKCON Mangaluru Kulai Temple. Hare Krishna. So with your busy schedule, we are very grateful to every one of you that for sparing time for this wonderful journey. Hare Krishna. Yes. So yesterday we learned till the fourth one, if I remember correct. What was the fourth one? I think the fourth one was it's about the Lord giving the seed. That is, we saw the Pradhan, Mahatatva, and the Lord puts the living entities, the seed for different living entities into the Mahatattva. When the Pradhan got agitated with the time, so all the gunas in that got imbalanced. That is known as agitated. Till then they were in equilibrium. So when the time was manifested by the Lord and it got that imbalance, then when it got agitated, the Lord put them a seed for living entities into the Mahatattva. Mahatattva is only one portion of the Pradhan, which has been manifested in the name of material nature and which has got all living entities, because our body is made up of full of the material nature. What we see in the our body is made up of full of the material elements which we see in the material nature. Pancha Mahatattva, Pancha Karmendriya, Jnanendriya, Pancha Tanmatraye, that is objects, sense objects, and 20 Manbuddhi Ahankar, 23, then we have the Prakriti, 24. So these 24 elements. Okay, Hare Krishna. So now the living entities have so many varieties. How somewhere Bhumi Tattva may be higher, that water element may be. We see, no, some people are Kapha type people, some people are Vata type people, some people are, their body is very hot. Some people are only in Rajoguna, some people are only in Tamo or Sattva, some people are Sattva and Rajo. So we can imagine how many permutation combinations we can make, is it not? That is why 84 lakh units. But generally it is said that a person who is born, see, it is not, what to say, you can't take it as a total formula in the Kali Yuga. Earlier it was. Earlier, some Sattva-guni people were born, they were Brahmanas only. Now it's not like that. Brahmanas do not undertake the profession of Patanam, Patanam, Yachanam, Yachanam. Those days, Chaturvarnya Mayasrisham Guna Karma Vibhagashaga. When Krishna created the society on the basis of Guna and Karma. So on the basis of Guna, Guna is Sattva Guna, Karma is Brahmana Dharma. So a person who is in Brahmana Karma, Brahmana Dharma, that is Patanam, Patanam. He goes to the forest, he gets all the knowledge by meditation, he comes back and he spreads it. So they'll be in Sattva-guna. Why they'll be in Sattva-guna? Most of, number one, they are able to learn Vedas. So those who are able to learn Vedas, definitely they will not have that. We have seen that 20 qualities. You may remember Amanitvam, Adambitvam, Ahimsa, Kshanti, Rarjavam, all those things. But a person who does not get angry is the real Brahmana. So in this Kali Yuga, we cannot claim anybody that they are Brahmanas. The main guna of a Brahmana is not getting annoyed for anything. Small petty things, no, even big things comes because he is in the Sattva Guna. So what is Sattva Guna? Sattva Guna is whatever work I am doing it for the pleasure of the Lord, not for my satisfaction. These days, Brahmanas do everything for their own satisfaction, their own sense of gratification. I see things which give me pleasure. I hear things which give me pleasure. It is not for the pleasure of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Is it not? That is why that we can't divide. But otherwise, Krishna says guna karma vibhakashaga. So generally, Brahmana sato guna and Kshatriyas Rajoguna, because Rajoguna is action. They have to keep on roaming around, protect everybody, is it not? And who are they? Vaishyas. They are in Rajo and Tamo, both put together. And Tamoguni people are the Shudras, is it not? But here, that is why in the Kali Yuga, it is said on the basis of birth, we don't say which guna they have got. Otherwise, also we can see Brahmanas do business, Vaishyas do lecturer's job. Is it not? Then how can we say they are not following the guna and karma? Okay, that vibhaga shaga, that division of work and the what do you call varna and ashrama, that is not there in Kali Yuga. Okay, so we saw that only. So the fourth one was the Lord gives the seed. So the Lord says, I am the seed giving father for everything. Chara, chara, any yoni, sarva yoni shukaunteya, murtaya sambhavantiyaha. See how they come into existence? It is possible. How? Tasam brahmam mahatyonir agam bija pratah pita. I am the seed giving father. Since I give the seed, I put this seed into Prakriti because Lord is Purusha. Material nature is Prakriti. So when the union between Purusha and Prakriti, how this union happens? The seed is put externally. It is not like the Lord only glances and the seed is put. Living entity seed is put into the material nature. With this union, the living entities are given appropriate bodies. And why do we come here? Why do we keep getting body after body? Which body we get, all we have seen, depending on the desire, unsatiated desire, hankering, which we had in the previous birth and which we could not satisfy in that birth. So the desire remained unsatiated. So the Paramatma who is seated in the heart, he knows very, very well the desire. So accordingly, whenever a particular yoni, whenever a particular species comes, the Lord tells the Maya Devi to put that seed into that body. So they asmin yata dege. When the soul gets embodied into that particular body, it imbibes, it absorbs the same guna. What is that? If dog's body, if it goes, it gets the guna of a dog. It will lick, it will bark, it will walk on four hands, like that. Okay, so that is what is guna. I mean, we say no conditioned soul. The gunas of that particular yoni, the soul will absorb, and the soul will now start thinking like that, desiring like that. Okay, Hare Krishna. I hope there should not be any doubt. If at all, please ask and get it cleared. Last 5 minutes I will give because very important chapter. Yes, who all are there? I don't know. Yes, Asha Mataji. Is anybody else? Go ahead, Mataji, Asha Mataji, with the verse. Oh, Ananya Mataji is there. Asha Mataji, shall I come to you later in alphabetical order?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, Hari Bol. Ananya Mataji, go ahead. I have not shared at all. Oh, sorry. Just now I realized I have not shared. Yeah, go ahead, Mataji, for 14.5.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Sattvam rajastama iti guna prakriti sambhavaha vibha badhan
Nibadnati, nibadnanti, nibadnanti. Badna means bandhana. Bandhana means entanglement. It binds us. So nibadnanti.
nibadhanti maho deve dehinam avyayam. Material
They,
nature
yes, Mataji.
Material nature consists of three modes: goodness, passion, and ignorance. When the living entity comes in contact with nature, he becomes conditioned by these modes. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. I think the eternal word is not given here. Avyayam means eternal. So the living entity is eternal, is it not? So when the eternal living entity comes in contact, it should be. Let me check in the translate. Yeah, it is eternal, given in the book. Here there is a small correction because the Avyayam word is there, no. So when the eternal living entity comes in contact with the nature, okay, Hare Krishna. So material nature consists of three gunas. We have seen right from the beginning, that Prakriti means it has got all three gunas. Actually, very frankly speaking, listen one more time. Yesterday we saw Mahatattva, everything. But still, when it is agitated, the Lord first creates what? The false ego. The I factor is created. Okay, so that means ahankara. Ahankara factor is first created. That is one reason which helps, we should not say, which enables us, that is also wrong, which forces us. So that ahankara forces us to forget our original position. See, the Lord created the material world for us only to enjoy. And He has given us the same body which we wanted to enjoy. If we remember our constitutional original position, what will happen? We will not be able to enjoy, no. So having given everything, if we don't enjoy, Lord will not feel happy. So the Lord first creates the I factor. With that I factor, what happens? Very first thing is we forget our original position. We forget our constitutional position. We forget that Jivera Swarupa Hoye Krishna Nitya Dasa. So forgetting that I was Krishna's Das, we become Dasa to the Maya. We start serving the Maya. How we serve the Maya? Whatever the eye wants, we give it to the eyes. Whatever the belly wants, we give it to. So we are serving the Maya, senses. We are serving the senses. Okay. So first the I factor comes. After that, Sukshma Sharira. What is the other two in the Sukshma Sharira? Man and Buddhi. Man, Buddhi, Ahankar is the Sukshma Sharira. So the first Sukshma Sharira, the I factor comes. Above that one Avarti comes. If you remember, Dhumre Nagaya Varate Vakhnir, in that second or third chapter it was there, right? That Avritam in that human body is very easy to break open and come. Like simply the smoke. The fire in the smoke. Foo, we do and the fire comes. So it's very easy to ignite this devotional service in the human body. Why? In this human body, this avritam is very easy to clear it off. So what is the first avritam? The soul is covered by this sukshma sharira. What is that? Ahankara, man and buddhi. Above that we know, no, ananda, all those bits. The first outermost layer, if you see, that is annamaya. Or from inside the avrita, if you see, the first innermost avritam is the sukshma sharira. Above that comes the bliss, Anandamaya Kosha. And then it comes a Vijnanamaya Kosha, outer layer, Jnanamaya or Manomaya Kosha, outer layer, Pranamaya Kosha, outermost layer, Annamaya Kosha. So the soul is covered with so many coverings. That is why it is becoming. So that's the third and fourth chapter. We learned so nicely how to transcend ourselves from the Annamaya Kosha. Where people who are very satisfied, aha, मुझे आज का खाना मिल गया, that means the Lord is great. That is what is the Lord. The Lord has given me everything. I am grateful to the Lord. That's it. They don't want to go beyond crossing one. That is known as transcending. Same way, the modes of material nature also needs to be transcended. That we will see in today's chapters. Okay, I hope you understood. And it is mandatory. Once we touch this material world, we will be covered, we will be attacked with the three modes of material nature. The three modes of material nature will come and attack us. These girls who are standing, they are the Maya Devis. We all become a Kattuputali, what is that? Puppets. So, whichever guna, it is not necessary one person, if he is born as a Sattva he will remain Sattva. No. Not like that. In the same person, depending on time, that is why we see, the same person. My father is such a wonderful person, I have seen him. Suddenly, you will realize he will behave like a, Asura. Asura, no? Asura means it is not that Hiranyakashipu and Ravana. In every human body, there's Asura. You know that. We yell at others. We don't think the same super soul is in others. mother's body also. And today morning, I also lost a temper for something. Then I cursed myself. Today is Ekadashti. Why am I losing myself? Then I ran to my first floor and I sat down nicely in the swing and chanted 4-5 rounds. And I was really feeling so good and came down. So, what happens in the same person at any moment, this Rajoguna or Tamoguna can come up. They can, prominence, that is known as prominence. Okay, which guna is in prominence at which point of time. Okay, Hare Krishna. But the best thing is anybody and everybody with little bit of endeavor, we can transcend. To what? We can transcend to which guna? Hare Krishna. Anybody? Hare Krishna.
Rajoguna,
What?
Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Which guna?
If anything, Rajoguna.
The transcending to which guna? Dash. And only one guna. We have to transcend to which guna?
From where to where, Mataji?
Transcend means what? From one level
From
to
which
another.
state?
That
I
is the
mean,
meaning.
from which state, Mata? State.
No. We have to at least
Satoguna.
So at least the objective should be to come up to the Sattva Guna. Transcend from the lower only we can transcend. No. Going down is not transcending. Anna? That is also. But we will not talk about. We will talk about which is favorable for us. So from transcend from Tamoguna to Rajoguna, Rajoguna to Sattoguna. At least I said. So that means there is something else beyond that. No, why did I use the word at least? Hare Krishna. Is there any other guna beyond that to transcend? Yes. What is it? Shuddha Sattva. Or we call it as Vishuddha Sattva. What is it? See, Sattva Guna means it is not pure Sattva. Sattva may be 90% is Sattva, 5% is Raja, and 5% is Tamo. That is why we see in great, very, nice, elevated devotees also. Sometimes we see this pride, sometimes we see this hankering, sometimes we see this anger, etc. Devotees also we see. Though they are, that's why Namanisha Prabhu always says, at least we should transcend to Sattva Guna. So what is it? Vishuddha Sattva, there is no mixture. Vishuddha Sattva means Vishuddha. Without any mixture, that is pure. That is Vishuddha Sattva Guna. So once who comes to Vishuddha Sattva Guna, there is no, rare remote chances are there to fall down. Okay, but I will not, anybody can anytime fall down. Even yogis like Vishwamitra and Shaubari Muni, they also fell down. So that is under remote cases. We will not talk about that. Generally, ones who transcend to Vishuddha Sattva, the likely chances are very remote for them to fall down. Hare Krishna. Yes, Ananya Mataji, continue this also, same verse. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Let's find the three modes of material nature. How living entity is conditioned, controlled. Material nature consists of three modes. Eternal living entity, soul, transcendental, Sat Chit Ananda,
Mataji, 1
goodness,
minute. Three consisting of three modes. What are they? First, you read the inner circle: goodness, passion, and ignorance.
goodness, ignorance, passion.
Hmm.
Conditioned by modes, the Ellie is the force to act according to these modes. Eternal living entity soul, nature of soul, transcendental Satchit Ananda comes in contact. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. This is what I was telling. Thank you, Mataji. See, eternal living entity is by nature Sachitananda. Automatically, it will be, blissful and eternal, etc. It is knowledgeful. Sat, the Chit is that knowledge part, Ananda is the bliss part. Is it not? But because of these coverings, because of this contact with the material nature, what is it? Prakriti kriyamanani gune karmani sarvashva ahankar. Kriyamanani. Yesterday we saw one more verse, no? Beautiful verse. Upadrishtan mantacha before that. Purusha prakriti stohi bhungte prakriti gyan gunan karanam guna sangasya. Sat asat. Why Sat Asat Yonis are there? Satyoni, Asatyoni, because Karanam Guna Sangasya. Otherwise, Prakriti, Purusha Prakriti Stohi, this Paramatma is seated in the Prakriti, in this material body, so everyone has to be Satchidanand. Why they are not then? Just because of this touch of guna. Okay, Hare Krishna. Conditioned by the mood. That is again important. Which yoni we take, which guna we have taken birth, which guna is prominent at that particular time. All these things force a living entity to act in that mode. Okay, see, that's a beautiful saying. In that, what is it? Satya Yuga. Satya Yuga, there were, what do you say? Asuras and Danavas. Generally, goodness is, what do you call that? Devatas, right? Ignorance is, what are they? Asuras. Okay, so in Satya Yuga, these Devatas used to live in a separate universe and loka, we can say planets. Okay, they used to live in the separate planet, and Asuras used to live in separate planet. So whenever there was a fight between one planet to another. That's so many fights we have seen, like Shiva, Daksha, all those things. In Bhagavatam, so many stories are there for that. Okay, then it comes that which is the Treta Yuga. Right? Next Treta Yuga came. In Treta Yuga, what happened between different, in the same planet, but maybe different parts, we can say, different countries, we can say. So that is Ravana, Lanka and Bharata. Like that we can say. Devatas, Ayodhya, India, Bharata and Lanka. And then when it comes to the Dwapara Yuga, and this Danavas and Devatas, Asuras and Devatas, they started living in the same family. Kuru dynasty both lived in the same family. But unfortunately in Kali Yuga, the Devata also, sometimes we behave like Devatas. Huh? So nicely we will go to temple, we will tell Krishna, Krishna, I have surrendered myself to you. Anything you give, I will accept it. Anna, next minute when we come out, what happens to us? We don't know. So in the same person, in the same human, Devata Guna is also there, Asura Guna is also there. In the 16th, I think 16th. Yeah, Daivasura Sampati Vivaha Yoga. Daiva Gunas, Asura Gunas. What are they? We will learn. Yeah, yes. Okay. Yes, Asha Mataji, go ahead.
The transcendental living entity has nothing to do with material nature. He is conditioned by the material world. Nitya Bada.
Baddha,
Material
Baddha. Nitya Baddha means what? He is bound every day by his actions. Every moment he is bound. Yes,
The
Mataji.
material world is manifestation of the Lord's external and inferior energy. So he acts under the spell of three modes of material nature. Living entities have different kinds of bodies with different natures. They are invited to act according to their specific nature, hence suffer varieties of happiness and distresses. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. So, the material world is created by Lord's inferior energy. This we have seen, I think, 7.7. Apareyam itaswanyam. Prakritim vidhi me param. Prakritim vidhi me param is created. This material nature, Bhumi, Apo, Anal, Vayu, Kam, Mano, Buddhi. All these things are created by his inferior energy. And Jiva Bhutam, Yedam, Jiva Bhutam, what is it? Prakritim, Apremita Swannam, Prakritim vidhi me param, Jiva Bhutam, Jiva Mahabaho Yedam Dharyate Jagat. Living entities are created by a little superior energy. But the internal potency is considered to be the most superior energy of the Lord, by which he expands. The internal potency, again is divided into three. Sambir, Sandhini, Ehladini. Three potency. So with these three potency, the Lord expands. Radharani is Egladini potency. And all the spiritual world, whole spiritual world is created by Sandhini Shakti. Okay. Sandhini, Samvid. Samvid Three is like emotion, behavior, the connect, all those things. Okay, let us not go to that. At least two we can see. Inferior energy is material nature and little superior. That is, superior than the external energy is the marginal energy. Tatastha. That is living entities are created by Tatastha Shakti. Okay, Hare Krishna. Hence, why do we suffer? Because we come in contact with the three modes of material nature. That is why we suffer. Hare Krishna. Continue, Mataji.
The three modes of material nature are the mode of goodness, actions are pious, the mode of passion, where actions are over ambitious, the mode of ignorance, where actions are foolish.
Hare Krishna. So, goodness is here what? We do the prescribed duties. We don't do what is not prescribed by the Vedas. Okay. So, in the previous birth, one who has done lot of pious activities, they will be born with Sattva. Okay, so our birth is decided by our action in this birth. The seed, what the actions are the seed, what we saw in this birth, it will grow in the next birth. That we should all remember very well. And passion means what? All the time hankering. I want more, this, that. If you want more, what will happen? We'll keep on working more. When we keep on working more, we keep on binding. We keep on, well, we are doing lot of binding activities. So, Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadi will keep on coming. But passion means he'll come, take birth in the Martir Loka. Goodness means there's a possibility we may go to Devaloka also. Ignorance means we will definitely be born in the Patala. That means at what do you call that? Lower planetary system. That is mode of ignorance. Actions are foolish. Like killing the animals for our sense gratification. How foolish it is. Hmm? Animals also have the same Paramatma in their body. And where do we bury these animals? Animals we bury in the graveyard. Do we want our stomach to be a graveyard? So these are all actions which are foolish. So impious activities are the activities which are prohibited by the Vedas. People who do that impious activities are in the mode of ignorance. Okay, Hare Krishna. Yes, Mataji, go continue.
तत्र सत्त्वं निर्मलत्वात् प्रकाशकम् अनामयं सुखसङ्गेन बध्नाति ज्ञानसङ्गेन चानघा. O sinless one, the mode of goodness being purer than the others is illuminating and it frees from all sinful reactions. Those situated in the mode of developed knowledge, but they become conditioned by the concept of happiness. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, this is actually so beautiful. It happens, at least in abroad, whatever sins they do, there is one day known as Thanksgiving Day. They keep the whole shop open. Whoever, it's like, throw away price. They go and get everything. So, whatever sin they have accumulated, they think because they are in mode of goodness. In goodness, people will think that only. If I do some papa, and I will, okay, do this yajna, that yajna, this charity, that charity, give something to the old home, orphanage, and things like that, my papa will get eradicated. Who thinks like that? People who are in passion, not the Sattva people. So what happens? But in Sattva and generally, Sattva is, here Chanaga is Arjuna. There is no sinless one. The mode of goodness being purer than all the others. So that's why I said, at least we have to come to the level of Sattva Guna. Very, very important, because Sattva Guna means pious activity. Pious activity means which are prescribed by Vedas. When it is prescribed by Vedas, there is a likely chance that we may not get bound. Unless and until we are too much attached to the karma phala. If we are too much attached to the karma phala, it will bind us. So what is the only way? We have to free ourselves from the sinful reaction. Okay, we should not get too much. That is why Nishkama Karma, we call it as, right? 3rd, 4th, 5th chapter we saw. And those situated in that mode, which mode? That is goodness mode. What happens? They develop knowledge. Those who are in mode of goodness, they develop knowledge. What is that knowledge? Not this physics, chemistry, science. I am not this body. I am the soul. I am the servant of the eternal Supreme Lord. So, like that, what is that today morning also? Namnesha Prabhu said, na, Madhyama Adhikaris. What are the Madhyama Adhikaris' characteristics? Ishwareshu tadadnicheshu balisheshu su yatyusa prema maitri karuna mudita upeksha yagat karoti saha hari bol. So Madhyama Adhikari, that means he is not the Uttama, he is not the Kanisha. Kanisha is the beginner. Uttama is elevated. But Madhya Adhikari, what he is supposed to do? He has to show, he has to be in friendship with those who are equal. Okay. Ishwareshu Tadanisheshu Balisheshu. That is Prema. So he has to be in for the elders. For the elders, he has to show respect. That is Prema. Then for equal people, he has to be in friendship. For lower, those who are struggling to get, flourish, who are struggling to progress in devotional service. For them, we should be very compassionate. Yare teke dare tare kako Krishna Upadesh. Like that, we have to help them to come into Krishna consciousness. And those who are, those who do not believe, the atheistic people. You remember 4 kind of people do not come to the Lord at all. Do you remember 7th chapter? Hare Krishna, anybody? Namam dushkritino moodaha prabhadyante naradama maya apakritajnana asuram bhavam ashritaha mooda naradama maya apakrita asuram bhavam ashrita. These 4 people do not come to the Lord at all. No, how much ever telling them they won't. So we should not waste our life explaining them. So what should we do? We should always neglect them. Upeksha, prema for the others, maitri for equal people, karuna for people who are below us, who want to progress in the bhakti, and those who do not want the Lord at all, atheistic people, we have to neglect them. So this kind of knowledge, this is actually seems to be the knowledge. Okay, knowledge means, of course, physics, chemistry and all you learn, but that has to be supplemented. This has to be the basic. That has to be supplemented. Okay, yes, Mataji. Okay, next time. 9. 9 of them. Hari Hari Bol. Who all are there? Hari Bol. Welcome you all. Yes, Loknath Prabhu. Continue.
Yes, Mataji.
Pros and cons.
Cons of the mode of goodness in attaining liberation. Pros is wiser, not much affected by material miseries, has a sense of advancement in knowledge, material and spiritual, always happy, free from sinful reaction with a pure illuminated life. Example, a Brahmana. Cons is conditioned to feel he is advanced knowledge, pride sips in due to improved life and material possession on material platform. Sometimes hankering for appreciation and praise may develop. Minding with the mode of goodness became a hurdle with no near hope of liberation and entry into spiritual world. Keep a changing body's life after life, scientist, philosopher, etc. Illusion of material energy keeps them happy, contented.
Contended. Hare Krishna. So it is good to be in Satoguna is very good. So they will not be attached to the material things. They are very good in knowledge. And we saw the, no, what is that? Sukha Sangena Badnati Jnana Sangena Chanaga. That is a verse we saw just now. Okay, this is the verse. So Sukha Sangena, it binds them with happiness. Jnana Sangena, it also gives them a sense of advancement in knowledge. So what happened? Only problem with the jnani and yogis are they may fall down anytime. Why? Jnanis think, oh, I have got the best knowledge, no one can compete with me. See, in the morning only, I think Keshav Bharati, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's time, Keshav Bharati used to think that he is the most intelligent person, and those days in Kashi Kshetra, lot of debates, etc., used to take place, and everywhere Keshav Bharati only used to win. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to teach him a lesson. So, like he came, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu kept listening to Keshav Bharati. He did not interfere at all. And suddenly when Keshav Bharati finished, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu got up, he started walking. Keshav Bharati also walked. And finally he walked towards Yamuna, and then finally he disappeared. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Keshav Bharati saw when nothing is there, he tried to see. Then he saw the lotus feet. Then up, he saw the whole, that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then he said, see, whatever knowledge you are now spreading, and you are so proud that you know everything, every single knowledge is given by me. Then he became from Jnani to Bhakta. Seve Kumaras were Jnanis. They became devotees the moment they smelt the Tulasi at the lotus feet of the Lord. Same way, our Shukadeva Goswami, he was a Jnani. He learned the Bhagavatam and he ran from home in search of more knowledge. There in the forest he got Barga Pidam Natavarvapu Karna Karnikaram. He heard the so beautiful description. The Lord wearing the kundal and that Vaijayanti Mala, the Odyanam we call na hip belt and the Nupur, etc. He heard everything. He asked those. Somebody like in the forest they were reciting this. He said, who taught you all these things? How do you know who is this? Then they said, there's one Vyasadeva. And come, we will take you there. He went. And he realized, oh, he's my father only. I ran away from him. Then he became a devotee. So, jnanis and yogis, the problem is they may fall down anything because of the pride. So, yogis are, chances are very high because they are in Siddhi, no. In Siddhi, they realize the Paramatma. But most of the jnanis get carried away in the Siddhi, Anima, Mahima, Lagima, all those siddhis are so wonderful, right? So they get carried away. So only Bhakti will not. There also we may fall down, but it is a elevator. Bhakti, if you go, we don't have to go step by step. We can directly go up, is it not? So that means it keeps on changing bodies life after life. Why? Once pride comes, what happens? We again comes, oh, I have got this knowledge. And these philosophers, scientists, they start inventing something, and then they work for Nobel Prize, etc. These things bind them. So if anything binds them, they will keep on taking birth after the birth. So see, the more they work like a donkey. 1 minute. That's a very beautiful verse. Nayam, ya Rishabhadeva. Nayam dego dega bhajam triloke kashtan kaman hetu Vidbhujayen tapodivyam putrakayena sattvam shuddhayeti brahma saukyam tvanantam. Rishabhadeva tells that Supreme Personality of Godhead. Like what is the use of working like a donkeys? Rishabdeva prayer 5.5.1 in Bhagavatam. That's a beautiful thing. This work is like, people work like donkeys. Okay, the mode of passion. Why? Mode of passion is desire. What desire? Generally, the first basic desire is kama stair hritagnyana. Sex desire is the first basic desire. Because of that, all other desires come. So what does he want? He wants a wife. When he gets a wife, he wants a children. Once he gets the children, he wants a house. He wants a car and things like that, right? So that in that purport, it is told very clearly. Tatra Sattvam Nirmala, which one? This is 14.7. Correct? Yeah. The purport starts with this only. The mode of passion is characterized by the attraction between men and women. This is the first sentence of the purport. Okay, Hare Krishna. We finished this, right? Okay, sorry. Yes, sir. Loknath Prabhu, read this. Rajoragatmakam vidhi.
Rajoragatmakam vidhi Krishna sangam samudbhavam tan nibadananti konteya karma sangena dhinam. The mode of passion is born of unlimited desires and longings of son of Kunti, and because of this, one is bound to material activities.
Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. So everything is because of the desire. You remember Arjuna asked Krishna, what is that one thing, Krishna, which anichinnapi, even if I do not want to commit sin, it baladiva niyojitaha, it pushes me to do sins. What is that one thing? What answer Arjuna gave? Hare Krishna. Atakena prayotyogam papam charati purushaga. Arjuna says, Ani chinnapi varshneya baladiva niyojitaha. Answer to this. Hare Krishna. Shri Bhagavan Vacha.
It is lust only which comes from contact with the
Hari.
material part of nature.
Wonderful, Prabhuji. Kamayesha Krodayesha Rajoguna Samudbhava. Pratyakshma Bhagavan. Kamayesha Krodayesha. So it is all that kama. If it is satisfied, it becomes greed. If it is not satisfied, it becomes anger. So that one, Buddha also told, no, our desire is the only root cause for all the pain what we go through. Buddha came and told, but we all know, but still, we can't help it. Unless and until we transcend from Rajoguna to Sattva, the satisfaction will not come. See, we went to Mangaluru now, no? All the devotees you see, they don't have any desire for anything. How they live, they are happy in everything, especially the temple devotees. It is so, to live with them, even for little association, no, for some time, it is really amazing. I'm requesting all of once in a while, you all start going to temples and get associated with the pure devotees. Very, very important. It is like charging the batteries. Seriously. All the time happy. Especially, Aishwarya Mataji, so much tension. She will be there. That dresses have come or not for this one, Janmashtami or not. Then dresses we have to see accordingly. We have to order for flowers matching, and the jewelry has to come. And in the kitchen, deity kitchen, at least minimum 16 items for 2 times has to be prasadam, sorry, boga has to be made, and so many, so many. And you see all that time she's smiling and running through and gives lot of services to devotees. Anyone she sees, she will immediately give a service to them. You do this, you do this, you do this. Like that. Getting that service is a bliss, Getting for me, I'm not at all a devotee. She gave me that opportunity to do Radharani Seva. Radharani Seva is making bhoga for the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You can't imagine who will give. Nobody. And that is why, temple devotees are the best. We should, instead of Trishna Sangena, we should associate with devotees. Hare Krishna. Yes, who is Ritvika Mataji, continue. Hare Krishna Mataji. Ritvika Mataji, are you there? Okay, we'll come back to her. Vamshidhar Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Begin
Begins
with
with the
the mutual attraction between man and woman, unlimited desire bind to material fruition, hankering for sensual sense gratification, material enjoyment, desire or something demand for honor or recognition, social prestige, family centric, through not adequately God consciousness does some philanthropic work. Working with the above goal, no question of getting liberated due to entanglement in a repeated cycle of birth and death. Example, most mundane people result of their action are miserable.
Hare Krishna. So we should remember, Sattoguna means Sukha Sangena, Jnana Sangena. So Sattoguna results in Sukha and Jnana. So Jnana, we should be very careful. We should not have the pride so that we again fall down, come into the cycle of birth and death. Okay. So, but in Rajoguna, the binding is what? Rajoguna is all the time Karma Sangena. It is action, action, action. Trishna Sangena, hankering for desire. lot of, what is it? 1 second. What does it bind? We are very much attached to the karma phala, and we are very much attached to the material things. And so we do lot of action. When we do lot of action, it keeps increasing our desire one after the other. See, the 4 things are given in the purport by Srila Prabhupada. Okay, so it's a vicious circle. Once we are caught in this circle, it's very difficult to overcome that. Yes, Prabhuji, read. Vamshita Prabhu, continue.
Tapasvam agyajam vidhi moham sarvadehinam pramadalasya nidrabhish tannibandhanti bharata.
Ha.
O son of Bharata, the mode of ignorance causes the delusion of all living entities. The result of this mode is madness, indolence, and sleep, which bind the conditioned soul.
So, Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. See, pramadam. Pramadam is madness. Alasya is inertia, no action. Then nidra. So, satoguna, sukha sangena, jnana sangena, and rajoguna, trishna sangena, karma sangena, and tamoguna, pramada alasya nidrabhihi. Please remember this. So, whenever you feel like sleeping, try somehow to come out of the tamoguna and get into some action at least during that time. So we'll be transcending from tamoguna to rajoguna. So like that, whenever we come to know that, oh, I am in this mode. So we have to transcend. Means we have to deliberately, forcefully, we have to try and go to the next level by doing those activities which will take us to that guna, higher level of guna. Okay, so this tamoguna is very, very bad. In the Kali Yuga, most of the people are like that only. They sleep at 1 o'clock. Ya Nisha Sarva Bhutani. Do you remember that verse? Krishna tells in the 2nd chapter that devotees, when it is time for the devotees to get up, that other non-devotees go to sleep. That is 2.69. Ya Nisha Sarva Bhutanam Tasyam Jagrati Samyami. Tasyam Jagrati Samyami. When the other people go to bed, that time devotees wake up. Isn't it? That means people go to bed at 3 o'clock. What is Brahma Muhurta? 3:30 to 6:30. A devotee has to get up before that Brahma Muhurta starts. 3:30 to 6:30, he has to get up. He has to have bath. He has to do the Mangalarti. He has to finish chanting. All these things has to be done in this 3 hours. But that other people who are in tamoguna, they come home only at 3 o'clock after, full dose of drinking, etc., etc. Okay, yes. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, can you continue?
Hare Krishna Mataji. Declared living entities dwelling in darkness, characterized by madness, indolence, sleeping, and laziness. Lack of what is Mataji?
Foresightedness.
Foresightedness.
They can't see the future. They can't think what is there for me, what is my future, where am I heading towards. All those things is not their cup of tea.
Relentlessly endeavor for money and material.
Like an ass, relentlessly. Means they don't work very hard. Not that. They try to earn money in that impious way.
Due to lack of the spirituality does not realize he is racing after the perishable, does not even consider life is ephemeral, belonging and relation to are short-lived, generally addicted to intoxications, moods, so unstable, something dejected, frustrated when things do not go the right way.
They get very agitated. If I want something and I'm not able to get it, they show the anger on everybody. They go to any extent to achieve it. So they get dejected and frustrated.
Whatever he does is neither good for him or nor others. actions are foolish. Animal cow killing will take them to hellish planets, ignorant that the animals they kill will be waiting to kill them in next life. Waiting to kill them in
In the
next life.
next life. Are
Are
degraded.
driven unto
Degraded. They will go to the lower planetary
degraded
system. Mm.
birth and animal community.
Hari bol. See, they will also say, oh, you are killing. That Jadavartha told the Raghuvana, no? Or Raghuvana asked, who are you? He said, in this birth I am the servant. Who knows, in the next birth you may be the servant, I may be the master. Like that he was shaking his body like this and taking Raghuvana. That's why he got very angry. So the animal will say, oh, this birth you are killing me because I am the animal lower than you. See, next birth. I may be higher species than you and I will kill you that time. Hare Krishna. It's all tit for tat. What we throw will come back to us. There is no doubt in that at all. Bhagavad Gita is the best example. What we throw will come back to us. This is the lesson Krishna gives, right? Okay, Viraj Prabhu, Hare Krishna, are you there? Continue, Prabhu. Ritvika Mataji, I'll come to you after Viraj Prabhu. Towards the end. Yes. Viraj Prabhu, are you
Hare
there?
Krishna, ma'am.
Hare Krishna.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Prabhu. Hmm.
The
Illuminating.
three modes of material nature. Eliminating. Freeze, freeze one from all sinful reactions. Those situated in mode if goodness become conditioned by a sense of happiness and knowledge. How, how mode of goodness binds the living entity. The best example for goodness. Who are the representative type of goodness condition? Scientists, scientists, philosophers, and poets. What causes the sense of happiness? Because one is more or less free to become sinful reaction. Density. No likelihood.
Destiny. Their fate. Destiny.
Destiny.
Hmm.
No likelihood of liberation.
Hmm.
Goodness,
So,
happy, passion, active, ignorance, helpless. Brahma. Brahmana represents mode of goodness. Hare Krishna.
Brahmanas represent mode of goodness. Kshatriyas represent mode of passion. And Shudras represents mode of uh, Tamo. Hare Krishna. Ignorance.
Vaishnav. Vaishya. Vaishya and Vaishya.
What happened,
Hare
Prabhu?
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yes, go ahead, Prabhu. Passion conditioning. Previously,
Passion,
what we saw was goodness. Now we are seeing passion.
passion binds the ropes of desire and attachment, characterized by a strong attraction between man and woman. How mode of passion binds the living entities? How is their how what is their destiny? What are some products of mode of passion? Is advancements what is advancement of
Modern
modern civilization?
civilization. We saw no example, scientist and philanthropist. So what kind of, see there, what do you call atom bomb? It is all used only for destruction. Is it not? Yes, Prabhu.
No chance of liberation. Hankering
For material
hankering for
enjoyment.
material enjoyment and sense gratification. Wants honor in society, nation, etc. Happy family with wife, house, children, etc. To construct a residence for sense gratification. One works hard for palatial house as it is elemental, the bound of fruits of work.
They are bound, thus bound by fruits of work because of their desire. Passion is desire, isn't it? Trishna Sangena and Karma Sangena. Trishna means the hankering desire without which I can't live. Like that, hankering. When that is there, people will start working. When someone wants to buy this also, that also, this also, they will work in 3 part-time places. Is it not? So that means more work, more binding. Hare Krishna. Ananya Mataji, are you there? Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. The three modes of
Sorry.
meditation.
1 minute, Mataji. Ritvika Mataji didn't get chance. Sorry. Ritvika Mataji, are you available for reading? Hare Krishna. Ritvika Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Can you read, Mataji? Only
Yes,
this last slide we will read for today.
yes, Mataji. The three modes of material nature is known as conditioning. Uh, However, ignorance binds. Cause is delusion for all embodied living entities, madness, indolences,
Indolence is no action, no inertia.
and sleep, which bind the conditioned soul. What are the characteristics? Ignorance is just the opposite of the mood of goodness. Under the spell of ignorance, one cannot understand a thing as it is. Two indicates
Tu, the word tu, there is one word in that verse, no? That word tu is very, very important, it is given.
two indicates it very peculiar for embodied soul. How it is manifested. Sleep 6 hours is sufficient, but in ignorance, only sleep 10 to 12 hours per day, always dejected, addicted to intoxicants and
Sleeping.
okay, Mataji,
Sleeping, Mataji.
Sleeping, madness, and lazy. What is
Very
their
good.
destiny? What is their destiny? No change of liberation. Hare Krishna Mataji.
That is what. How can Hare Krishna? Even the Satoguna people don't have any liberation. Then what to talk about Raja and Tamu? Is it not? So this is the conditioning of Tamoguna. People who are in Tamoguna, they will always be lazy. They will not, they will not do any action on their own. Most of the time they will be sleeping more than 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, like that they will be sleeping. After waking up also, again they will feel sleepy. Okay, and they are literally mad after things. And, I don't want to tell who it is and all on that platform because it is going live. Big, richest people, kids and all you see, they all live in Tamoguna only. Most of them. All the time inertia, ignorant. Most of the actors and see, more money they got. Now they know very well, I don't have to work. I have earned enough. Let me enjoy what I have earned. So they want to sit and enjoy. This is a madness they have got. So we have seen till 8, I think 8. 3 gunas, what they bind. Sattva guna is Sukha Sangena and Jnana Sangena. Rajoguna, Trishna Sangena, Karma Sangena. Tamoguna, Pramada Alasya Nidrabhihi. And Sattva, it leads to Sukham. And same 9, 10, 11. Actually, we have finished all these things in the PPT. So tomorrow we will revise 9, 10, 11. Okay. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.